everyone. Right then, this is a response video to Retro Gamer Daz's video. Basically he bought himself a Japanese 360 the other day, and yeah, got an absolutely cracking deal on it. I know from personal experience, trying to actually find someone that's selling Japanese console on its own is pretty difficult, but for the kind of like the shooters he actually got the console as well, he's done a bloody good deal, has to be said. So he was showing the shooters that he'd actually got with the console. He sent me a message a couple of days beforehand saying that he'd joined the world of 360 shoot 'em upping, if that's a word, shmupping. So I thought I've been meaning to do this video for a long time, but yeah, this seems like a good opportunity to show my 360 shoot 'em up collection. Really insane console at the moment for shmups. Cade seems to have kind of taken the bull by the horns, and I mean, they've got region 3 releases, they're trawling the back catalogue to release games as well. So there's obviously a market there for it. So I'm just going to take a quick look through my shoot 'em up collection. I've shown you some of the games before, but some of them you probably won't have seen. Right, the first game I'll show you is a game called Monmouth. I think I might have said that right. A game by the mighty G-Rev. You can see that there. This is a limited edition version. You can still pick this up. It's not ridiculously expensive. So yeah, I'm going to do this as quickly as I possibly can. You've got the game there. Again, it's just the production values on this one. I think this is it's definitely one of the best shoot 'em up packages. The game plays like a Saturn game called Prakura Densen or something like that. Yeah, it's not a conventional shoot 'em up. It's you're controlling a little character that can kind of scroll in different directions. If I had to describe it as anything, I'd say it was like another G-Rev. Is it G-Rev? No, it's not G-Rev. It's like Zero Gunner a bit, with the way that the control system works. So yeah, as always, lovely full colour booklets. There we go. So yeah, the DVD side is a Super Play. That side's that disc there is soundtrack. So there we are. Yeah, lovely package. Again, as I said, the game plays pretty well. It's very unusual. It's got some of the craziest achievements I've ever seen. There's achievement for selecting something on the main screen, if I seem to remember. But really unusual game. And as I said, shouldn't cost you the earth to get the special edition, and the standard edition should be even cheaper. So there we are. Number one. Right. There we go. That's a UK release. That's Wartech. Yeah. Well, it's Senko no Ronde in Japan. The sequel was released last month. It's supposed to be better actually. Yeah. There were two versions of this released in Japan. There was the first arcade revision was released in Japan, and then second arcade revision was released in Japan. There was also a special edition, but the cover art and all of them is far superior to the Western releases. I mean, the American release is covers slightly different to that even, but it's one of those 360 games. It's got some achievements for online play, and there's no there's no fucker out there, to be honest, if you pardon my French. But yeah, again, you should be able to pick up a PAL copy extremely cheaply. I picked this up for £7 brand new. But yeah, nice little shooter. Darren's got a Japanese console. I think the great thing is about the Japanese console is the fact that it's not as region locked as American console or the PAL console. So a lot of Western games will play on it. I can't remember whether this plays on the Japanese console, but stuff like Dead Space, Guitar Hero will all play on the Japanese console. I don't know whether it's because of the 360 doesn't sell that much, and the region coding's not an issue when it affects sales, but yeah, that's just an aside, really. Right, the next game I'm going to show you is the mighty Dodonpachi Daiohu. There we go. Fantastic shooter. Buggy as hell, and it's just buggy because of the loading times. I've done a video on a comparison on this. It's way back. It's one of the first videos that I did. The only thing you need to know is if you grew up in the Amiga days and yeah, you know about long loading times. You grew up in Specky days, you know even about longer loading times. The loading times in comparison to those computers is nothing, really. It's nothing. And once you load the main game up, basically there's 3 versions of the game. Once you load the game up, you're alright. You're alright. It's just the navigation and the menus which chugs away at the console. Still rumoured to be patched soon, but again, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. 5PB are releasing Ketsui in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, one you should watch out for, Darren. And all the priorities have been on Ketsui, so I mean, why are they going to bother patching that? I mean, it's way down their list of priorities. They release loads of other games as well. Interesting extra, and I think I've showed this before, is with the initial run of pre-orders, you've got you've got a little art book there. It's art book, strategy guide, level map. It's even got all the achievements in the back as well. Just a nice little extra if you're going to pick it up and you see a copy with this, go for it. Yeah, no special edition of this one. Yeah, I have pre-ordered the special edition of Ketsui, and I can't wait for it to come. But it does mean that I've dropped nearly £300 in the last 3 months on shooters, really. Cave shooters. So hence me calming down with the other purchases, really.